Call of Duty. It's become the poster child of games for normies, and more negatively, the face of the yearly release. Call of Duty has made a game every year since 2003, and unfortunately, they just released another one. Black Ops 7.
Oh, brother!
While this format worked for a while, it's becoming clear that it's just not possible anymore. And while this sounds like a hater video, I own every game! I've been a fan of the series for years, and because I'm so involved with the series, I can tell you what I think is exactly wrong with what they're doing with these games. So, quick catch up with where they're at with these games lately. Basically, they make a game, they run out of time to develop a new one, so they rush out another entry with very similar content because what else could you do with such little time? Simply put, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 6, Black Ops 7. In the middle of me making this video, they said they're not going to be doing this anymore, but we'll talk more about that later. But haven't they made one every year forever? Why is it different now? It's because their old system is failing them. See, back in the good old days of itchy graphics and piss filters that made every game yellow and brown for some reason, they had a problem. We want more money, so we're gonna make a game every year. But how do you make a blockbuster game with cutting-edge graphics and consistent performance?
That's the neat thing. You don't.
In order to tackle that problem, Activision would have two different companies work on each Call of Duty. That way, there's 2 years to work on a game instead of one. Scott the Woz actually has a pretty simple breakdown of this. But why can't they do that now? On PC, Modern Warfare 2 from 2009 is 12 gigs. Modern Warfare 2 from 2022 is over 100 with all 3 game modes downloaded, which means it takes a lot more programming and modeling to make a game these days. So, to combat this, they basically make a throwaway title to give even more development time. But you see the issue? Who wants to play the throwaway games? So, where do I fall into this? Like I said, I'm a fan, but there's more to it than that. I have my favorites, and I have the entries that I don't like at all. I'm also not blinded by nostalgia. While my favorite game is Call of Duty World at War, I don't think it's objectively the best one. I'm even a fan of Modern Warfare 2 2022, and people were lukewarm on that title. I'm also not a super competitive online player. I don't play ranked, my KD is under a 1, and I've barely played Warzone. I'm not big on judging a game because it's not tightly balanced competitively, or because of certain strats to make me win. I just like having fun.
Why'd you find out?
Oh yeah, you can.
Shots, where?
Got it!
Let's go! We did it!
I like the general feel of the game, the artistry for what theme they're going for, whether it's World War II or futurism, and some smooth reload animations aren't bad either.
Oh, that's that good shit!
What I'm saying is, I don't expect much, and I'm pretty laid back on what they give us for a Call of Duty game. So, if someone as casual as I am is saying there's a problem with these in-between titles, something is wrong. I love a graspable, yet challenging enough gameplay loop. I don't play these games thinking they're super in-depth or have an intellectual story. Yeah, I don't want to play the same thing over and over again. The Zombies mode is a great example of this. Repetitive at its core, yet always striving for the next challenge. When you change one fundamental thing, it really falls apart for me. Black Ops 4 is a great example of that. They changed one big thing and it set the whole thing off. Now, I know there's more than one thing wrong with Black Ops 4 Zombies, but let's highlight on this one for now. In Black Ops 4, they left it up to the players to choose their perk locations. We're too lazy. You do it. Also, they took out Juggernog, which is a fundamental part of the Zombies gameplay and its aesthetic. That's like taking the mushroom power-up out of Mario. It's so frustrating because some of the maps in that game would be so much better in a different game because some of those maps are super pretty and really fun. However, if you copy and paste the exact same thing, it gets stale. With Black Ops 6 to 7, it's exactly that. While I got excited they brought back the old point system in Zombies, the rest of the menuing and gun rarity is exactly the same. Yes, I want a similar feel, but not the same game again. If I wanted that, I can go back and play the old one. Activision has all of the money in the world. Push the envelope a little bit. Here's the problem. This is not a mistake that they've made just once. This has happened many times. Looking at how fans have complained about this in the past, this is an old issue.
And I think it all dials down to one specific thing, and it's a pretty obvious reason. It's the yearly release cycle.
The problem is the 1 year lifespan. These games should not have a 1 year lifespan.
Hey guys, I'm Tom itself. This video is about how yearly Call of Duty releases hurt small YouTubers.
The oldest I can think of is Call of Duty Ghosts. Ghosts suffered from the same problem that I mentioned before. They changed fundamental game functions that they shouldn't have, and they copy and pasted where they shouldn't have. One example of change in the wrong way was them changing the UAV kill streak. The UAV was a great way for lower skilled players to help their teammate make up for their skill issue. You got a few kills? Good job, sweetie. Here's some enemy locations for you and your friends. In Ghost, they changed the UAV to a device that relied on enemies to be stupid enough to walk by it. Here's where they copied where they shouldn't have. When they released the campaign, a lot of fans were quick to notice that the campaign was very much copy and paste from Modern Warfare 2. They not only reversed the order of the exact narrative from Modern Warfare 2, but full animations of set pieces were exactly the same. Fans pointed this out and rightfully felt slighted. Now, I don't mind companies reusing some assets because it's hard to make games, especially with fast release schedules. But using an entirely finished product so you don't have to create more is lazy. So, what happened after people didn't like the game? Word got back to the creators, and we got Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, which in my opinion, pushed COD into how technically advanced they are today. So, okay, we had a stinker, and then we got a really good game. That's good, right? It would be if they didn't make this mistake several more times. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare was so bad that they bundled in a remaster of an old classic so people would buy it. But it's okay because we got World War II right after, which is a good game, right? Black Ops 4 comes out right after it and was so rushed they couldn't even make a campaign for it. Think about that. Every single Call of Duty game had a campaign. That's how they started. Okay, but we got Modern Warfare 2019 after that, which ushered in high-tech movement mechanics in Warzone, which shaped all of the following series. So good, right? Finally.
Thank God, finally.
Cold War comes out, it's okay, and does the same thing that Modern Warfare 2019 does, but with zombies. Finally, COD is back, and you know what a big part of it is, and why I'm the best fan, and why old head Call of Duty fans can't see without nostalgia? Warzone. Though old-fashioned fans thought it looked foolish, they got so many people back into the series with Warzone. Now, did I personally love the game mode? Not really, but people were playing my hyper-focus again. And for some, they ended up playing the base game as well as becoming COD fans. This was it. This was the end. I remember even saying at the time that since they adopted a constantly changing live service mode like Warzone and seemed to garner some success, the yearly COD was finally dead. They could update Warzone every couple of months, sell some dumb cosmetics, then work on developing the next game as long as they want while they feed their hungry annual fans with Warzone updates. But no, they couldn't leave well enough alone.
Am I really gonna defile this grave for money? Of course I am!
After that, they come out with Call of Duty Vanguard. This game had no clear direction in art or gameplay. Now, I know Call of Duty has never been super historically accurate, but having modern equipment on old guns looks so bad. After that, they were back to their old recipe of disaster again. Modern Warfare 2 2022 is fine, but they screwed up the entirety of what gold they struck with Warzone and scrap it for Warzone 2. You had it! You solved the yearly issue! Why would you do this? They screwed the pooch so bad that I don't hear anyone talk about Warzone anymore. This is also the start of our new problem. After Modern Warfare 2, they didn't have the next game ready yet, so they took what was going to be DLC and made it into a full game. Why? Why would you do that? If you want to learn more about that whole debacle, this guy has a good video on that. So you would think me, the best Call of Duty fan, wouldn't fall for this again, right? Okay, all of this bad stuff happened, but Black Ops 6 now has omni movement, great zombies, great multiplayer, and a good campaign? I'm in! Yes, Black Ops 6 is good, but all we did by having everybody come back was give more money for them to shit out the next one. They lied to us about how much they listened to our feedback and hyped up Black Ops 7, and when it came out, it was absolute copy and paste trash. They barely changed the zombies, multiplayer is the same, and the campaign was abysmal, with zero cool set pieces that the franchise is absolutely known for. What I mean by set pieces is not the weird bosses and environments of Black Ops 7, I mean the amazing visuals of starting a mission in a fleet of helicopters and seeing the entire level set out in front of you, or short segments where you drive a tank or change the environment through some graphical and technical marvel, not just shooting spongy enemies.
Good boy! Your pain is over!
So, here we are, back in the soup again. This will not stop until we do something about this. And yes, Call of Duty did confirm that they'll no longer be doing back-to-back titles anymore, but that doesn't mean we're not getting another one shit out next year. This just means that there won't be 2 Black Ops games in a row, or 2 Modern Warfares. But most likely, they'll pump out another in-between game just with a different title. They need more time to make these games, and this clarification is not them saying that they're taking their time on the next one. But Amy, what can I do to help? I'm just a simple gamer. Here's what you can do. Don't buy it. Don't buy the next one if it's bad. Don't give them more money because us screaming about it means nothing to them. We're all part of a sales chart in a conference room somewhere in their offices. Also, don't make excuses like I almost did this year. Well, the zombies mode is okay. I might have to get it for that. No more excuses. This is Activision, not some indie developer in their room. Shout out to the furry that made Lethal Company and outsold Modern Warfare 3 in 2023. It should all be good, not just one part of it. And I might be sounding like a negative Nancy, but hey, if word does get back to the Call of Duty people, I want to play your games again. You just gotta give us something that we can chew on. Okay, I said I own every Call of Duty game. That's true, but I absolutely did not buy the shitty ones brand new. I wait for the next good one to come out, then I buy the previous shitty one for no more than $15. Used if I can. That way, I'm not out as much money, and if I do give them some money, let's just say it's on a Steam sale or something, it's very little comparatively. Plus, go back and play the old ones. There are some banger titles that still hold up today. Most of them was still some kind of online community. Don't boredom buy. So play safe out there, you absolute MLG gamers, I guess.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy.